everybody, to the Please Listen podcast. Sit tight, get comfortable, grab your favorite snack. Today we're going to be talking about all sorts of things. Please silence your cell phones. That's to not distract other listeners. The number one podcast in the Northern Hemisphere. You're listening to your eccentric host, John Follett, as he talks about all sorts of things that interest him. Such things include police body cam videos, Marvel movies probably, Instagram Reels. I guess those are also part of the body cam videos. It's like when you use etc. at the end of the list when you know you don't have anything else to say. I've done that a couple times in my day. You know, I had an English teacher in middle school who was in a mobility scooter. She couldn't walk. She was one of those mean-ass teachers, too, that wouldn't let you leave when the bell rang. But me and my friends used to joke that, like, you know, if we left, she can't stop us. It's kind of fucked up. I mean, she was in a mobility scooter, though. It's like she physically could not stop us if we wanted to leave when the bell rang. So I just thought it's kind of ironic there. So, okay, that's done. That's it. That's done. We're done with that. Welcome back, everyone, to the Please Listen podcast. Sorry about that. I went off on a little bit of a tangent there. I did not plan for that to happen. So, sorry to my middle school English teacher. You know, she was nice. She was nice. She was not nice. That was a lie. She was not fucking nice. She was actually very rude. Actually, I don't remember that much of it. I do remember one time I wrote I used to pass notes to my friends, you know, as you do. I was passing notes one time. I don't remember what I put in the note, but it was something like it was either something very like fucked up or something very cringy, you know? Like maybe it was either like middle school humor or like some cringy shit. I don't know. Something that I would not want other people to see besides my friends. And then she noticed me passing the note and she was like, "Give that note to me." So I stood up in front of the whole class and I walked to her with the note in hand. And I didn't want her to see it, so I crushed it in my hand slowly. Thankfully, she didn't want to open it or anything, so I just got to throw it away. And it was kind of funny. It wasn't very embarrassing. Everyone in the class knew me. I was a bit of a goofball. I was a bit of a class clown. No, I wasn't a class clown. I was just a fucking weirdo. At least I think so. I think so. That's what I think. But yeah, that's what I remember about her. Those two things that I talked about. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Everybody doing all right? I changed it. We're back slightly to kind of how it was before. It's a little bit more personal, the camera angle here. The last episode I recorded with my MacBook camera. And just don't ever let me fucking do that again, dude. That was the biggest mistake of my entire life, dude. That shit caused so many problems. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. My laptop sucks at everything. If you have 3 tabs open, that shit just does not work. And it sounds like a fucking engine fighter pilot jet. And yeah, so the video just like it kept skipping so that it would go out of sync with the audio. And then especially since I was watching something on my laptop while recording with my laptop, that was, oh my God, dude. It just got worse and worse. And then the recording just stopped like 10 minutes before the actual thing stopped. So yeah, that's not going to happen now. We're recording. Are we recording? Yeah, we're recording. We are in business now. But yeah, this is a little better, I think. I'm afraid to put it at eye level. I don't know. I like having it be more above me. You know. My snack today is I got these things. They're like sour. They're from Trader Joe's. I don't know. They're like just some sour candy. They taste good. They taste good. I hope you guys have a snack too. What are you snacking on? Leave it in the comments. Are you watching this while you work out? Leave it in the comments. Is your wife giving birth currently? Leave it in the comments. That would honestly be like, that would be an honor if someone was listening to this while their wife was, or if they were a woman and they were giving birth to a baby. I would not fucking mind that. That would be like, that's kind of like it's a milestone in and of itself. Like, fuck getting to 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, you know. I want someone to listen to my podcast while having a baby. I want someone's baby, the first human voice they listen to, I want it to be mine. You play it on the loudspeakers. You grab your JBL speaker, you bring it into the delivery room. Just fucking blast that shit. I learned recently, my parents told me that when I was born, I was a baby. No, that's not what they told me. They told me that when I was born, apparently they do like hearing tests on babies just to check. They go like, can the baby hear? All right, check. That's good. Can the baby see? That's good. How many fingers? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 10 fingers. All good. Everything's looking all right. Let me tickle a little bit. All right, it's ticklish. All right, let me turn on let's see what music he likes. Oh, he likes NF. Okay, we got to get rid of him. So those kinds of tests. And they did a hearing test, and apparently I failed it the first time, and so all my family thought I was going to be deaf when I was born. But maybe I don't know how that was resolved. Maybe the doctor maybe it was someone pretending to be a doctor, and they just didn't know what they were doing. But I did not. Fortunately, I did not turn out deaf. Although I have wanted to learn sign language ever since I watched like that the Marvel show Echo. I always wanted to learn sign language. I feel like that's like a useful thing to know, even though I've only met one deaf person in my life. It was a family of deaf people. Actually, I met a family of, which is crazy. Or maybe they weren't all deaf, and maybe they were just using sign language because one of them was deaf, and obviously you would use sign language. Although I never heard any of them speak. I think they were all deaf, which that's kind of crazy, right? Like you get married to another deaf person, you know? Maybe is there a deaf dating site for people that are deaf? And then what are the odds that you have deaf children also? Or is it? Hold on, this is actually kind of blowing my mind. Would they even be able to teach their child how to speak? If two deaf people had a baby, they would have to like hire someone for that. Or like, yeah. I didn't hear the kids speak either. This is fucking crazy. This is going to sound stupid. I'm just now realizing the complications of being hearing impaired. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I always thought I would like to learn sign language. ASL. I know there's many types of sign language. I'll learn the sign language that they teach the gorillas. That's the one that I'll learn. So I can speak to gorillas. If there was one sense that I could live without, if I could choose to live without one sense, it would be fucking smell. If I didn't have a sense of smell, I feel like that would make my life better by like probably 15%. I feel like there are so many things. I have just this thing with smell that is like, it's so fucking like, if I smell something bad, it can like change my perception of like the world around me. Like if I'm talking to someone and I think that they're cool, and I start to smell something bad, like I start to have negative feelings towards the person, even if it's not their fault. Like it's kind of crazy. I don't know I don't know how well to describe it, but like smell just has a big effect on me, and I have a sensitive smell. sensitive sense of smell. Like I feel like I could do so much more if I wasn't held back by smelling things. Because it's like no good smell is worth it to keep it if like most things smell bad. Am I right? Like there's nothing that I wouldn't, if I lost my sense of smell tomorrow, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'll never get to smell this. I'll never get to smell roses. You know, I don't really care about this. I don't smell things often. Like, I don't care. I'd rather smell nothing than smell, you know. Is there surgeries that can get rid of your sense of smell where they just fucking jam something in your nose? I need to do that. How much of an effect does it have? It'll probably make eating certain foods better, certain foods that smell horrible, even foods that I like strawberries. But I hate the way that they smell. I have to hold my breath until I put the strawberry in my mouth. Other things, like there are probably some other things that I hate the smell of, but love the taste of. I don't know. But yeah, if I could choose to be born with one impairment, it would be smell. I mean, I know COVID, that was a symptom where you didn't have a sense of smell. I never caught COVID. I would like to see how my life would have been with that symptom. Maybe I should just keep catching COVID. Maybe I should just go out and start licking like handrails and shit like that. Just go start licking handrails and then like doing I was gonna say like doing handshakes, but it's mouth to mouth. I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that. It's like either mouth to mouth handshakes, which is basically just a kiss, to random strangers, or like they go out for a handshake and I full on lick their palm, something like that. Just whatever I can do to accumulate the most germs. Do that shit that people did where they were licking bathroom stalls in airplanes. That was like a viral thing once upon a time. Because people are fucking stupid. How does that happen? God. Anyways, let's get into some nerdy shit. I wanted to talk about, the one thing I had to talk about, I already mentioned how Daredevil Born Again, I'm saving that till all episodes are out. I'm going to review 7, 8, and 9 all in one big chunk. This week's episode, though, episode 8, god damn. I was lukewarm on the episode before, and I'll get into it more next week, but this week's episode, that shit was so fucking good. It was amazing. But the thing that I did want to talk about was there was a 5-minute preview from the Superman movie. James Gunn's Superman, the next new big Superman movie. It's going to start off the DCU. I don't know if I talked about the DCU at all. I talk a lot of MCU. The only thing in the DCU is Creature Commandos, which I thought was a great show. What kind of sucks, not sucks about that show, but sucks for that show, is that it kind of like, it just coincidentally ended up being like the beginning of the DCU. So everybody like had these high expectations that it was going to be like this crazy like introduction of like all these different things and like this super important thing, when it was really just like kind of like a small scale story about a couple of monsters, because it was already in production before they decided to reboot the universe. And so James Gunn, who was making it, was like, okay, well, I guess it's just part of this universe now. And so yeah, it had like all this stuff riding on it when it's just supposed to be like a self-contained kind of thing, but it was still good nonetheless. Like just judging it as a show. But a Superman, it's weird. They released 5 minutes of footage, and they still haven't released like an official trailer. They released a teaser a couple months ago, but yeah, they were promoting that there's going to be a official full trailer in April 18th, 16th, or something like that. I don't know. Do you usually do that after they're releasing like clips before the trailer even comes out? I don't know if I've heard of that. But this preview, I saw some of it as like video, like recording like a screen. I think it was at CinemaCon or wherever they previewed it, or maybe it was at Minecraft movie screening, something like that. So I watched phone footage of that, and then a day later they released the thing just online. Pretty fucking good. The scene, if you don't know if you don't want to get spoiled, you could just skip this part. But the scene is it's the same scene that starts the teaser with Superman. He's like beat up and he's laying in the ground. Yeah. And he whistles for Crypto, the super dog, and he shows up and he carries him to the Fortress of Solitude. And like it all just like, I don't know, just watching it, and like he's got the dog and he's in this, and like he's in the snow with this, and this giant fortress of like crystal stuff and a big Superman logo on it just like grows out of the ground. And it's like he's got like 12 robots working for him. And they have this giant like magnifying glass for the sun so that he heals. It's just like it's why I love James Gunn's like comic book adaptations, because he just takes all the elements, all the like the seemingly goofy elements of like all the fantastical elements, and he just puts it all in there. Like he doesn't like try to like, or maybe he does, but like not as much as other adaptations. Like he just everything is just it's in there, and it's just treated as like that's just how the world that it's in. He doesn't try to like sanitize it to make it seem like more like attached to reality, I guess. Well, it is more attached to reality because it's real people. But like there's just like all these robots, and they're just walking around, and they're just like treated like normal things, you know? I feel like if this movie came out like 20 years ago, the robots would be like, they would just be like they would look just like normal people, and they would have like, I don't know, like glowing eyes so that you can know they were robots, something like that. But like they're just like these shiny, like kind of like 60s, like they look like fucking like a blender in the 60s or something. They got like this blue, like shiny thing. I don't know, it's a thing going on. And yeah, so I just love how he just, James Gunn, it's straight off the comic page. That's what I love about it. People say that a lot, straight from the comics, but for real this time. And I'm pretty confident that it's going to be probably one of the best superhero movies. Just like hearing about it and seeing like what it has to offer. Not to get my hopes up. Not to set expectations relatively realistically, but I don't know. If we're going off track records alone, James Gunn has made some of the best superhero related media of all time. The Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, fucking the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker. Peacemaker's amazing. The Guardians movies are amazing. Suicide Squad is great. Not my favorite of his. That's probably like, that might be my least favorite, but it's like, well, I don't know. It's like 9 compared to other 10s. You know, all the other ones are 10s. That one's like a 9. You know, something like that. That's the level that we're talking about here. I mentioned the Minecraft movie. I guess we could talk about that. Not the Minecraft movie. It's a Minecraft movie. Okay, it's just one of them. It's not the official one. This isn't the official Minecraft movie. This was just like a little side project. You know. What was I about to say about it? I mean, that movie, they're probably going to make more. Or maybe not. I mean, the movie made a lot of money. If they're just basing it off money, they're definitely making a second one. I mean, I look at the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That shit fucking... They're already making another one of that. But the Minecraft movie, it kind of had like a crazy lifespan, you know. When the original trailer came out, everyone was just hating on it. They're like, this is the worst thing that's ever gonna be released. And then the movie comes out and it becomes a meme to go see it. And then it becomes like the cool thing online to like it, because it references like Minecraft memes. And Minecraft, and it's got fucking Dan TDM in it. And so now that the cultural norm has shifted, now everyone's in love with it. I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not gonna give my opinion. Maybe it's amazing. Maybe I would love it. I mean, I like the Mario movie. People say that one's just like pandering to Mario fans. But I really like that one. Really like that one. I feel like people say the same thing. People that hate it and people that love the Minecraft movie and the Mario movie, they say the same kind of things. You know, it's like the fans of the movie will excuse any criticisms with like, it's just the kids. It was made for kids, dude. Like, even if it's like this movie is like the worst written thing ever, nothing makes sense, they'll just be like, Well, it's for kids. So what did you expect? But I feel like Toy Story is for kids, but that movie is fucking amazing. You know, like that. We don't have to disqualify a good script if it's a kids movie. Am I right? Am I right? But I haven't seen the movie yet. But it's become a big fad to go into the theater and yell when he says the meme stuff from the trailers, and throw popcorn and throw up on the ground. It's kind of crazy. I mean, every couple of months, a movie. The internet just chooses a movie to for everyone to go see with a trend around it. They did that with the Minions movie. They didn't do that with Morbius though. Morbius, they tricked Sony into releasing that movie again. Nobody went. Straight tumbleweeds in the theater. Man, it breaks your heart. Do it with Craven, guys. We'll Sony re-release Craven in theaters. We'll all go see that one. We will all go see that one. I was thinking of actually doing an episode of this show this podcast where I watched the last three Sony Spider-Man adjacent movies. Because I've seen the other ones. I saw Venom 1 and 2. And I saw Morbius. Not in theaters. I did not fucking see Morbius in theaters. But I just gave up on watching those ones because Madam Web, Venom 3, I was not interested, especially when I knew for sure that they were never going to cross over to the MCU. Because I saw Venom 1. I mean, that one came out like 2018. I saw that one a long time ago. And then Venom 2 came out and I was like, I heard that there was going to be like some big thing in the credits. And I actually like that movie. I like Venom Let There Be Carnage just because like I really like Carnage. I have another toy of him from when I was a kid. I don't know where that one is. I don't know. I always like Carnage even though I never knew what he was about. I just had the toy. I think Carnage is pretty cool in that movie. And I like that it was just Carnage versus Venom. That's like pretty much the whole thing. And then there was the post-credit scene where Tom Holland's Spider-Man shows up, and it teases it that there's gonna be some crossover, and then in Spider-Man No Way Home he just goes straight back to his universe where he belongs, honestly. And then I was like, okay, so we're not crossing over with the MCU. That's like why should I even care about these fucking idiots, these fucking clowns? But then Morbius teases that there's gonna be fucking Michael Keaton Vulture, and then I'm like, oh man, I gotta see that. And then we all know what happened there. That did not. False advertising is what happened there. That's what happened there. I want to see. I mean, did they film those scenes in the? If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the trailer for Morbius, they had like all these references to like other Spider-Men. I think they had like the Oscorp building in a shot, and then they capped off the trailer with Michael Keaton, presumably being Adrian Toomes, going, "What's up, Doc?" in like a scene. So it looked like he was gonna be in the movie, and then that scene is nowhere to be found. And the only part that he's in is in the post credits where he gets transported to the Morbius universe, which is a fate that I would not wish upon my worst enemy. He gets transported to a jail in the Morbius universe, which I mean that's pretty convenient to transport him from one jail to another jail in a different universe. And then there's the rest of the credits. Then another post-credit scene where he shows up in a vulture suit. I don't know where he got that. And he goes, let's team up. I think it has something to do with Spider-Man, why I'm here. It looks like that was made like in like 30 minutes. And I don't know what happened to those original scenes that he was in. Was that just for the trailer so they could fucking lie to me? Just so they could fucking lie to me? It's ridiculous. And it's like, I don't hate everything about that universe, right? I really like, even when I saw the original Venom trailer for the first one, I really like the design of Venom. Like he's just like a big guy, and it's way better than the Spider-Man 3 Topher Grace one. And he's like this big hulking venom monster, this goo monster, and it's like if he just had the Spider-Man symbol on his chest, I think that would perfect it. So it's like you have them interact, and then he has the Spider-Man symbol on his chest. Like I would have been fine bringing Tom Hardy Venom into the Marvel MCU. I know most people wouldn't have a problem with, or would have a problem with that. Sorry, I'm dying. Or just have it be like a variant of Eddie Brock, but it's Tom Hardy playing it again. So he's just playing like a different version of the same character. Cause I like Tom Hardy. I think he's a good actor. He's a cool guy. Cool. Oh, I don't know about him personally, but I think he's a good actor. And like I also don't hate the look of Morbius in the Morbius movie. I mean, he just looks like he's just like a vampire. He's just a gray vampire. I mean, like that's. So I think they got like the look of some characters right. But yeah, if only the movies had some good stuff about them, which most of them don't. And then I just stopped watching because Madam Web. I mean, everybody knows what the thing with Madam Web. That movie did not look very good. And from what I heard, it wasn't very good. But anyways, I was thinking of doing an episode of this podcast where I watch them all and then I talk about them. So maybe if that's, I don't know, if people are interested in that, maybe, or maybe not. Another movie that came out recently that isn't doing well, unlike a Minecraft movie. Sorry, a Minecraft movie. That's my bad. That was just a little bit of a mistake on my part. Sorry, I'm trying to remember all my buttons. Snow White. The Snow White live action remake. That's more of a accurate term. Which I also didn't see. I know so many people have a problem with Disney doing live action remakes of their movies. I don't have anything against it. Honestly, like I understand that everybody loves their movies, those movies like the original ones. And it's like they are. Like I get wanting to like do it for like a new audience, because those movies, especially Snow White. Snow White was like the first one. I mean, those movies are old. They might have like some outdated stuff, some stuff that may be like problematic, which isn't to like take away from the original movies. Obviously, they're like all masterpieces, like all those 2D animated Disney movies. But like wanting to tell those stories of the characters that they still use at like their theme parks and like in their marketing. If you like advertise like Snow White and then you watch Snow White with a little girl like watches Snow White and it's about just like a man saving her and like the whole thing is like, if you're ever in trouble, just wait for a man to save you, like that. I understand that. I understand it less if it's for Moana, which is a movie that came out in like 2016. I don't understand remaking that one. That one's a little confusing to me. I just wanted to mention Snow White because it's like, because a lot of the other Disney live action remakes did pretty well. Like Lion King was a big one. That one did like huge at the box office, like $1 billion probably. The prequel did not do well, Mufasa. And I think Snow White did worse. Because it did like, aside from being like a live action Disney remake, which people are not very happy with, it also somehow managed to piss off both sides of the political spectrum. And I hate to get political on you guys, but I'm going to. I'm not saying that, like, I'm just pointing out, this is kind of just like a fact. Like, they were able to piss off both, like, the more, like, conservative side, with Rachel Ziegler, like, saying the things that I basically just said, like, that the Snow White movie is old. It's like a 100-year-old movie or something like that. And it's like, and it has, like, some, like, outdated themes for, like gender roles and stuff like that. And which I actually I agree with that. I agree with what Rachel Zegler said. You know, it's like all these guys getting so they're like up in arms about Snow White. It's like you guys did not care about that movie until she said something that you could turn into like a Hollywood's trying to destroy everything that we love, like Snow White. Like you guys did not care. You probably thought that movie was gay, like like a couple months ago. I do like. They probably all have like grumpy shirts though. Shirts with a grumpy on them, being like me before I have my coffee. They probably had that. But other than that, they had never even saw the movie, and they thought it was for little girls. Which I mean, I guess technically it is. And then with Gal Gadot, it had to. I'm not very super informed on this, but it had to do with the Israel-Palestine conflict. I'm not informed enough to say, speak on that. Obviously, Free Palestine. That's not the part that I'm afraid to say, but I'm not entirely sure what Gal's stance on it is. I don't know if it's justified. Like, I don't know if there's one of those cases where like people are labeling her as a Zionist for like the wrong reasons, But she was able to. That pissed off like the leftists, like the hardcore left leaning people. So it's like the both like radicals of the political spectrum like fucking dabbed up to just fucking boycott this movie, and so it didn't do very well in the box office, which is kind of like this like it's like a concoction made in hell to just so the least amount of people could see this movie. I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting thing to point out about this movie, which and I don't like seeing people like get mad at Rachel Zegler. Anyways, guys, I'm feeling like it's time to fuck, that's the wrong. I'm feeling like it's time to doom scroll. And I'm kind of sweating, so I'm going to turn on the fan. You might hear it in the background. There we go. It's time to everybody. If you don't know, this is the segment of the show where I review my Instagram reels that I get recommended to me. Because I have a really fucked up, weird algorithm that just gives me the strangest posts. Let me move this. Putting the fan behind me so it doesn't go into the mic. And so I've curated a collection of my highly coveted Instagram reels, and I want to show you guys some of them, and just try to unpack like what's going on. Last time it was a smash hit on the show. That episode got a lot of views. Everyone really wanted to see. We covered like a potential stalker. We covered like what else did we covered like famous people in the making, and not mentally ill people. We do not cover the mentally ill on this program. I come to you this time on why the fuck did Creative Cloud just open? Sorry guys, this is gonna blow up my computer. I come to you guys upset because my algorithm has taken a dark turn. Okay, I like watching like crazy people no, I don't mean to use crazy. That's rude. I like watching like interesting people, like filming videos where they're like, hey internet, it's I'm probably gonna eat lunch in like 30 minutes. I like stuff like that where people they make videos just like they were sending them to like their good friend, Yeah. Or people like I even like some more cringe videos of people like I showed last time pretending like they're a famous model or a famous actor, But now we're getting into a territory that I don't like to see on my For You page. Okay? I saw last night I was on a streak of getting recommended weird fetish shit on my For You page. I don't want to see weird fetish shit. Okay? Listen. Okay, well, let me show you. I'm just going to show you some that I saw the other day. I screen recorded because I didn't want to download them. I didn't want to have these downloaded. Look at this. The fuck is going on there? What the fuck is that? What is going on there? What am I looking at? And like, I hate to, I don't mean the kink shame, okay? Like, it's like, fine if whatever you're into. Well, most things, if some things you're not allowed to be into, that's like, there are laws against certain things you're not allowed to be into, and also like, you know, whatever. But like, if you're into stuff that's legal, you know, fine. I don't mean the kink shame, but like, why does it have to be so fucking weird? These videos, like what, like this first one. Why does it have? Sure, you're into like a guy being stuck in like an orca floaty or whatever the fuck I'm looking at here. Why does the video have to be like this weird like still shot with you breathing heavy in the background? Why does that have to be the way it's filmed? Have like some moody lighting or something like that, and like have, I don't know, like make it less like a snuff film if you're gonna be into this. And then this second one, I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at. This one was just crazy. You can see it like, I want to meet one person that's into this. I guess that's the scary thing. They're all around you. The people that are in this, they're all around you. But let's not. I don't want to stop there. Then we have these ones. Well, this is just a guy walking around. I guess this one isn't too weird. I don't know. I just thought this one was interesting. It's like a minute long. But then we go straight into this.
Send help. Oh, it's a really bad time to have a baby.
Why does it have to be in a fucking public library? Oh my god, dude. It's like, what's going on there? The second video especially, like, what is the fetish there? Like, I'm sure people are into flatulence, you know, but what's with the clogs and the stack of books on a lone chair in the middle of a library? There's someone down the fucking hallway too. This is insane. Like, what? Why are all these books? Are all these books like? They're about like it has the Odyssey. They're about like Roman fucking like myths and stuff like that. Is that part of the fetish? I don't know. And then this one, I don't even know what this is about. I was getting a lot of like big stomach stuff. I don't know what's going on. And then there's, oh my fucking god, I forgot about this one. Those are fucking, oh my god. Oh my god. What even is that? He puts, for the audio listeners, this guy puts like an animal's like severed testicles into his mouth. He has like this like thing that like opens his mouth like, and then he puts them in his mouth and he puts a mask over it. Like, what the fuck am I even looking at? Like, I don't like this shit. This shit makes me look over my shoulder even when I'm in the like by myself. Like, this makes me embarrassed when I'm by myself. But yeah, I didn't like that. I don't like that. I'll never like that. But that was the latest development in my algorithm. But I also have a few more that I've been saving for this week. This first one is this guy. That one I just thought it's like, you know, you may think that he's like a professional player, but it's not that hard, dude. I can do the same thing. I'm just as insane as, don't believe everything you see on social media. You may think that takes years of training. Check this out. Watch this. What now? Huh? What? I'm stealing your job, dude. I'm gonna be the next big thing. Fuck. All those other videos are lip syncing to like other people's songs. So I'm glad to know that he has some talent. This next account, this one's very, very confusing. This account, he posts like a lot of, I have like a theory with this one that I'll explain as we go further and further. But his profile picture is of him, and what looks like his wife, and what looks like two children, like they have like a baby and like a young, like an older looking kid. And in that picture, the guy has like short hair, like buzzed hair, kind of. And then this is one of the videos I saw of his.
Casa! La casa!
Very short and sweet. Didn't really understand, his mic is kind of fucked up. His phone is a little broken, I guess. But you can see his hair like was in like dreads, like a little longer, right? There's this one. That one's nice. I don't know. He's probably waiting for the bus or something. There's this one. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm developing my theory in real time because I just realized I've watched this before. I didn't realize this. He pours a little bit of paint on a Dragon Ball like toy, and it looks like it's a shirt. But then when you go up, it's like I don't know what that is, like a bag, a clear plastic bag with like a face drawn on it. And so I'm wondering, is this supposed to be like, is this like some like voodoo magic that this guy is doing? I don't know. I look at all the beads and I'm like, is this voodoo magic or something? Is he casting spells? Is this supposed to be like a person, like a voodoo doll? What? And if so, what does the paint mean? What is pouring paint on the Dragon Ball? If the Dragon Ball is the heart, you're pouring blue paint on the heart. I don't know what that means. And then it looks like, is that a person? I can't tell what's in the top right corner. Is that a? It looks like a face, kind of. And it looks like it's a bed, or like it looks like it's a couch without the cushions, maybe. To build off of the spells and the magic stuff. This one.
I'm just doing this to protect my health. I'm just doing this to protect my mental health.
He tied ramen packets to a fence. He's saying that it's for his mental health and to protect his house. What does that say? Ouch? I don't know what that means. I can't tell if that's what that says. Someone decipher this. He wrote something in the dirt. Ouch. I don't know. But I feel like this guy's like casting spells or something. And then he also has all these fucking cryptic notes.
Tomorrow.
It's hard to tell what's the context because the audio keeps cutting out. But it says, put maybe youth, to bed. Oh fuck. Okay, what? Put youth to bed. OILBEDR. Two Bakiv rolls eyes. Whatever that, like, I don't know what that means. But then it says doctor's appointment at 1:45 p.m. tomorrow. So that's, at least he's keeping track of his priorities. I thought when I saw the put youth to bed, I was like, maybe this is like notes to remind him about like his children. It might. Then I'll get into my main theory in a second. He also has another account in the description of his Instagram, and he describes it. He adds the account, and then he goes, fitness and wellness stuff. Like, I don't know. So like, you think that like the account is for like advice or like training or like teaching and stuff like that. But then you click on the account and it's more fucking cryptic ass notes. I don't know what's going on here. This is a screenshot of the first like few videos he has. It look familiar. Mi familia, mi fa helia, mi fa savia, mi fa love ya. I don't know what's going on. It looks like it's the same note in at least these 3 videos. Then this is the latest one posted on here.
Daddy baby, that's my baby, that's my baby. They're my babies, they're my babies, they're my babies.
And then this last one we have here is this lady. Here on the screen says, one of the final days of the newest Testament beat creation. And I'm going to let her take it from there.
You guys, I can fucking feel it. It is like one of the last days of creating this beat, and it has been such a fucking amazing process. I'm so glad that I got out of my comfort zone and I just keep expanding into doing new things. Like, what? I'm creating the beat myself? What?
This lady, I mean, the video by itself isn't that bad. This lady, though, has so many videos of her being like, just videoing her like nodding her head and being like, fuck yeah, and voiceover of like, this is me listening to my song that is so awesome and epic and cool. It's like, at least show us the song. Let me see. I want to hear what you're listening to. It sounds like it's amazing. Let me hear what you're listening to. But she never does. And yeah, I felt that feeling too. This is how I felt when I was making the thing you heard at the beginning of the episode. This was me right here going. I was making. I was like this. Oh my god! I really popped off here. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh, that was me. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Right? But at least I let you guys hear it. If I'm gonna show it off, I'm gonna show it off, right? I'm not gonna gatekeep my own song, right? And this beat or this song is called "The Newest Testament." So my theory is that it's like she's like some like crazy like religious person, and she's like making her own religion, and this song is gonna be like the rules of the religion or something like that. And it's gonna be like a frequency that's meant to like grow your third eye or some shit like that. I don't know. She still hasn't released it yet. Since from me recording this on this day, she still hasn't released it yet. So I'm waiting for the newest testament. I want to see the newest religion that I'm gonna follow. Okay. I want to be indoctrinated into your next thing. Anyways, that's it for that's the creation of videos that I have today. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Oh, I know. I was fucking dancing. But yeah, that was the segment. And thank you guys for watching this episode. Next episode is going to be the Daredevil Born Again final 3 episodes discussion. After that, I don't know. I'm gonna kill myself probably.